Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk to Tanner Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises to make you the best possible version of yourself to reach your full potential. And damn it, give back to the people who have helped you along the way. Best gift we can give is be a better version of ourselves. So we're all about that here. Personal development. Here, your host, your coach, T-Dog. And we're onto a fun episode here today. It's talking about failure. And in the title, we talk about go out and fail today. No, actually, yes. Like we want you to go out and to suck, be terrible, get uncomfortable. All of these amazing things that get us into growth. Building skills. One of the famous motivational speakers, I'm sure you've seen on YouTube if you're into personal development at all. His name is Jim Rohn, and he talks a lot about the power of skills and becoming better. Just flat out being better. Focus more on you than your job. Focus becoming on a better version of yourself than your actual career. So there's all these weird studies about how you have your skills and then you have your income and compensation, and how they tend to be pretty much in alignment most of the time. Sometimes people get a lucky jump, a big jump in income and the money that they make and money coming in the door. We call that fast money. But then over time, it tends to always level back out with your skills versus people who take decades to build their skills. It's going to be a long time before I'm any type of coach like Tony Robbins. I'm willing to make a ton of episodes. Let's ride. It's going to take decades, but we're patient here, so we'll see. But as we build our skills in becoming a better and better coach, a better real estate investor, and a better life partner for my amazing girlfriend, the money and the satisfaction will start to creep up and level out over time. That is our focus. So how can you become better? And the best way to do that is to go out and fail. And really failure is, as David Goggins likes to put it, I was watching his episode with Joe Rogan the other day. I'd highly recommend it. Go watch it. But failing all the time is actually what you want to do. It feels really good. The concept of it seems crazy. Hear me out. So you're going out and you're doing something uncomfortable and it sucks, but then it's over. And then you're like, oh shit, I can do that. Because most things that we're afraid of and we're scared of that are holding us back, they're actually not that complicated and they're not that difficult. It's uncomfortable. The unknown is uncomfortable. Of course it's uncomfortable, but that's okay. Because every time I want to ask you, what is I know that you have done something very uncomfortable in the last 3, 6 months, year. I don't know what it is. Ask yourself, what have I done that it was uncomfortable? And then when it was over, how did I feel? Did I feel good that I tried it? Did that go well? Did you feel, oh, that wasn't so bad? I'm willing to argue most of the time that's how you do feel, and how the fastest way to get good at anything is to do it a lot. If you want to get good at speaking, you need to speak all the time. If you want to be a good writer, you need to write all the time. But we're just going to be failing a bunch up until that point. So let's go to the whiteboard. We just chalkboard. Let's go ahead and just get a few ideas on here. Let's have our friends over at Instagram. Good morning. We're going to go over here, kind of write it up, chalk it up. So we're on episode 174. 174. That is a crap load. So, and we got about another 826 to go. 826 to go. But up until that point, some of them were really terrible. Some of them pretty decent. So it's all about just kind of failing and making attempts. And what is the number one rule to failing? So if we're just talking about failing and being very realistic about what is failure, the only thing that is true failure is not trying, and giving up. The only way you truly fail is if you do not try and you give up. That is the only way you truly fail. And we know to be amazing at anything, to become an expert, it takes 10 years. 10 years. 10,000 hours. 10 years, 10,000 hours. So I say to you, how dare you give up? How dare you not try? Or how dare you think, why am I so bad at this? Why am I not good? Why are these episodes not getting billions of views? Well, if it's a pay-to-play system, I'm not putting any money. I want to do organic marketing, and I'm not paying for it. And I've only been doing 174 episodes. Of course, I'm not going to be Tony Robbins, duh. But of course, if you went to go to a surgeon, you were like, I want the expert. If I'm going to a life coach, I want the expert. I want someone who's been through it, who knows it, who's the best at it. So understanding and forgiving ourselves that we suck at stuff is okay. It's actually a superpower to be willing to not be good at something and continue to push through for a long period of time. The longer you do anything and the more effort you put into it, remember, becoming an expert takes 10,000 hours. It takes a decade of consistent work. So, and the only way that you truly fail, is if you do not try and you give up. Someone who I was talking to recently, they're overweight, and they were simply saying, I've tried everything. It's like, really? You have tried everything? How is that even? You wouldn't even live long. You'd be already dead of old age if you tried absolutely everything. Or just, so now what? So you've tried everything, quote unquote, and then what? Just give up and then live that life when you know you don't want to live that life? There's other things, and there comes a time that we need to be very honest with ourselves. Are we really trying? Are you actually trying? In your own situation, what do you want to give more effort to? What do you want to focus on? When you focus on something, it continues to expand. What are you consistently trying? How many hours are you putting in? Can you do 10 more minutes today? Do you want to write a book? Can you write for 10 minutes? Do you want to sell your product? Can you make one sales call today? Is there something, do you want to work out? Do you want to lose weight? Can you go walking on the treadmill for 10 minutes today? What can you try? And can you honestly, when you're old and you can't move anymore, because if we want to get real, the universe is like what, 15 billion years old, and we're talking about how important our lives are, and we live to 100. So we get it. Time goes fast, and there's not a lot of time left. What do you want to do with your time? Do you want to, when you get old, can you say, I tried. I gave 100%. I gave 100%. Can you say that? Can you honestly say that? If you can say that, you're going to bring yourself a whole lot of peace. You're going to feel very satisfied. You're going to be feeling very good. It's called front loading in life. And we should definitely do a full episode tomorrow on the David Goggins interview that I just had posted out. I think it's phenomenal. But 100%, can we say that? And understand that failure is a good thing. It's not failure, you're attempting, you're trying, you're in the process of things. And with technology being so fast and seeing so many other people do the get rich quick schemes, having the 10-minute abs and all that stuff, I understand it can be really daunting and frustrating because it feels like we're not making any progress. But if we sat down, say if you sat down, I always recommend working with a coach, even if it's not me as the coach, finding someone whose personality you absolutely love and working with them one-on-one, it's really, really great. And focusing on the progress. So what is the progress? What is the progress you have made? What is the progress that you have made in the last 6 months? 3 to 6 months. What have you done well? And I'm saying if you're willing to sit down and really look at it, you're like, oh, yeah, I did that pretty good. That felt good. Oh, yeah, I did that pretty good too. That feels good. Then what else can we add over the next 3 to 6 months to compound on that? Because as you compound, that's how you truly fumble. Oops. Drop my chop. That's how you become an expert. Failing is only true when you're not trying and you give up. Everything else is just progress. So where are we making progress? We're on episode 174. On the road to 1,000. Can't wait. Don't be scared to enjoy it along the way. We're doing what we like. We're having fun with it. Let's go ahead and turn the camera back down to here. Good morning. Good morning. So I ask you, what have you failed at today? What do you want to do today? What can we get better at today for not only ourselves, but for the people we love and we care about most? That's it for me today, guys. Episode 174. Go out and fail at something today, whether it's personal development, just getting better in general, exercise, movement, writing, reading, arithmetic, something. Go out and fail, get better, and I'll see you all live, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, Friday, December 9th. Oh, wow. December 8th, already coming and going. We're talking about, my girlfriend and I were talking about Christmas trees the other day. It's like, what is going on? Time flies it's so fast. It's not worth it to waste it. So enjoy. I hope you all have an amazing, fantastic day. Cheers to y'all, to personal improvement, and seeing you all back again tomorrow live, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time.